Howdy.
Howdy.
So what's your name?
Your name?
Officer Chris Graves.
Badge number.
54.
Bob.
So can I ask what you're doing recording around my... So this is my Sally port.
Yeah.
Okay, the court has their own rules. I transport prisoners in and out of this area. So everything you're doing here is a threat to my safety. So I need to know who you are. So I'd like to see your identification.
How am I a threat to your safety?
Okay, I'm not going to ask you again. Can I see your identification,
No, you
please?
cannot. Am I under arrest? Am I being detained?
You're about to be. Now turn off the
I'm
camera.
about to be arrested.
You are. Can I
Film
see
me
your
out
ID,
in public.
please? This isn't public. This is a
It
secure
is
area.
public. Have you read the friggin' sign? Let's go read the sign, gentlemen.
Let's not.
Yes. Let's read the sign.
All right.
You don't want to read the sign? You don't want to read the sign? Let's go read the sign.
Filming outside of the courthouse himself.
Let's see here.
See,
Let's see here. What's it say?
trooper parking only.
You know how to read? Trooper parking.
All right. Okay.
Trooper parking. I'm not parking.
Alright guys, from the very first second, this encounter kicks off with tension, and it escalates fast. What starts as a simple interaction quickly turns into a confrontation loaded with authority, confusion, and control. The officer immediately demands identification, framing a man with a camera as a threat without any clear cause. There's no crime, no disturbance, just presence. But that's enough to trigger escalation. The cameraman stays calm, asking the right questions. Am I being detained? Am I under arrest? And right there, you can feel the shift. The officer isn't operating from clarity, he's reacting. The pressure builds as the demand for ID continues, paired with warnings and vague threats. This is where things begin to crack. Because when authority starts leaning on intimidation instead of law, it exposes something deeper, and it's not confidence.
Trooper parking.
what's
That's
your name?
That direction. This one is for this spot. There's no sign saying I can't go in there.
There is not.
No,
So
there's
can I have
not.
your name, please? I'm asking you the lawful order to identify
Lawful
yourself.
order. What have I done?
I'm asking you to
crime-
identify yourself.
What crime have I committed?
Failing to identify yourself. How do I know that you're not
Have I
a...
committed a crime? I don't have to
haven't-
identify myself to you unless I've committed a crime.
Okay, you need to put your hand down right now. All right, I'm asking you to identify yourself.
No.
Are you not
You
identifying
don't-
yourself?
you
Then
don't
let's go.
have-
I'm asking
Where am
you
I
to leave.
going?
I'm
Where am I
telling
going?
you right now, you're
Where am I
about to get
going?
trespassed from the courthouse.
Trespass from
Yes,
outside.
I am telling you that
There's
right
law
now.
that says I can stand.
No,
out
there's
here and
not.
film
Do you
this
have a
building.
matter of court? No, you do not.
Yes,
I am not going to argue with you. Do
law
you have
says
court
I
right
can stand
now?
out here.
Let's go. Are you
need
on the
to
court
calm
calendar?
down. You need to calm
No,
down.
you need to calm down.
You need to calm down. Let me
Then
talk
give
to
me
your
your
supervisor.
identification.
How about that? Let me talk to
Okay,
your supervisor.
absolutely.
You're out of control. You
Hold
need
on,
to calm
3, 2.
yourself down. Tell me what to do. You don't have no authority over me. Who do you think you are?
Is there a sergeant in Kenai?
He said, as long as I'm not inside the courthouse. Am I inside the courthouse?
Okay,
Isn't that
do
what
you
you
not
said?
see?
Isn't that what you said?
Do you not understand that walking around this building, videotaping this entire building might raise some alarm?
I own this building. The citizens of this state own this building. It's not your building. You don't have no authority out here unless I'm committing a crime. Am I committing a crime? And if
You know
so,
what?
what crime am I committing? Failure ID? I don't have to ID.
I'm done talking to you.
I don't have to ID to myself
fine.
to you.
I'm done
Well, if you're
talking
done
to you.
talking to me, why don't you walk back in there and get out of my face?
No,
How's that?
I have every right to be here that you do. You just
Yeah.
argued that to me.
I have every right.
Now here's where it gets intense. The officer doubles down, insisting this is a restricted or secure area, but when challenged, he can't point to a single sign that actually supports that claim. Instead, he references trooper parking only signs, trying to twist parking restrictions into movement restrictions. That's not how the law works, and the cameraman knows it. Every question he asks tightens the spotlight. What crime have I committed? And the answer. It keeps changing. First it's suspicion, then it's failure to identify, something that only applies under lawful detention, which clearly doesn't exist here. This is a textbook escalation spiral. The officer's tone sharpens, his commands get louder, but the legal ground beneath him? It's gone. This isn't enforcement anymore. It's frustration bleeding into authority, and it's unraveling in real time.
Listen, will ask as well.
You're not, right now, you're in your official capacity.
I am.
Yeah, which means you don't have any freaking rights.
Okay.
How dare you come out here and talk to me like that?
How dare you come record
How
my building?
dare-
How would you bring your
I have
attitude?
every right.
Okay,
I
good
am
for
a
you.
journalist gathering content for a story on this building. I
Okay.
have every right to be here and look at the vehicles that we pay for, the building that we pay for, and to check and make sure you guys are taking care of it. You have no authority over me. What do you think you are? Come out here barking orders at me? Give me your, I don't have to give you my ID. Don't you know the law? Aren't you law enforcement?
Alright, now watch closely, because this is where the situation turns ugly. The officer makes a shocking claim that while in official capacity, he somehow has no rights. That statement alone reveals a deep misunderstanding of the law. Then comes the power play, asserting control over a public building as if it belongs to him. But the cameraman fires back with a grounded reality. Taxpayers own this space. Cameras are legal. Observation is legal. Journalism is legal. And instead of stepping back, the officer pushes forward, raising his voice, invading space, trying to dominate the interaction. But here's the thing, he never follows through. No arrest. No clear charge. Just hovering, pacing, stuck between action and retreat. This is what happens when authority is challenged by knowledge. It doesn't stabilize, it shakes.
Not how it works, buddy. You're gonna learn today, dude.
Okay.
You're gonna learn today.
All right.
Yeah.
Look forward to it.
You're gonna learn today.
Okay.
Yeah. If you're gonna arrest me, you go ahead and arrest me. I'm not gonna resist.
You
I have
asked
no
for a
weapons
supervisor.
on me.
We're waiting for
I
my
have
supervisor to
I have
arrive.
No weapons on me.
Hey.
I have no ill will, no ill intent. I'm here simply quietly filming.
Waiting for a supervisor.
Yeah,
You
that's
asked for a
right.
supervisor.
Yeah. Threaten me with arrest. You go ahead and arrest me. I haven't done nothing wrong. Nothing. I have every legal reason to be here. I'm threatening you with, I'm a threat because I have a camera. You crazy?
Bill Condon is counter traffic at
You need to check yourself, dude. You
Okay.
need to check your attitude.
Okay.
It ain't happening today, dude. I don't know who you think you are, but you have no authority over me. None. Are you a supervisor? Nope. Okay. What's your name and badge number?
It's Officer Staley.
Officer Staley?
Staley?
How do you spell that?
Like Stanley without the N.
Okay. What's your badge number? 63. Awesome. Thank you. Who's the highest rank out here out of these three? No one? None of you?
We're all the same.
This is supervisor? TIP.
Yep.
On state property. That's your guys' jurisdiction, not his. You think I'm just something you come out here? I know my laws, I know my
Okay,
rights.
good for you.
And I'm literally standing on my rights. There's not a damn thing you can do about it. You have no authority over me. You're gonna go bully somebody, you go bully somebody else. You ain't gonna bully me.
I'm just telling you not to.
I can film anything I want, anything I can see in public. Anything my eyes can see, I can film. It's not the law. No, I'm not inside the courthouse.
You're within the court property.
I'm not inside the courthouse.
Okay.
This gentleman
so,
right here said, as long as I'm not inside the courthouse, I'm fine. Got it on
Okay,
video.
so that's fine. But walking around the courthouse, filming trooper cars, filming vehicles, you don't think that's not suspicious? That's the only reason I
think
came
it's
out to find out who
suspicious
you
the
are.
way- I think it's suspicious the way you came out here barking orders.
Because
You
I
have
want
no
to know who
authority
you are.
over me. You don't need to know who I am. It's none of your business.
Okay.
Sorry, what's your Grims? What's your name?
Grimes, sir.
Grimes.
Yes.
And your badge number?
Okay, 20.
Awesome. You said 20?
20, 20.
20. Awesome. Thanks, man.
Your name?
I'm not giving you my name. Not after the interaction I just had. I would have, but
No, you wouldn't have. That's the first thing I asked you to identify
now
yourself.
when
and
you
you
come
said,
out
we're
barking
done.
orders at me, yeah,
Come
you
back
go
up
ahead
here
and go
again.
back to work. You're dismissed.
Now here comes the turning point, guys, and it's subtle but powerful. Additional officers arrive, and suddenly the entire tone shifts. The aggression fades, replaced by calm, controlled conversation. Names and badge numbers are exchanged without tension. And just like that, the truth starts surfacing. One officer openly admits there's no requirement for identification in this situation. Another confirms the cameraman is within his rights, as long as he remains outside the courthouse. That's it. No crime. Nobody arrested him. Nothing. The law didn't change. The cameraman didn't change. The only thing that changed was who was enforcing it. And in that moment, the original officer's narrative collapses. No arrest is made.
No trespass enforced.
Just silence where there was once authority. That's not resolution, that's exposure.
Today.
Sir,
It ain't happening.
can I have a conversation with you?
This guy just no. The whole thing escalated because he came out screaming. He was supposed to be at like 9, like you are here at like 4. He came out here at 100, straight off the bat. I'm not putting up with it today. I have every right to be here. You and all you guys know it. I'm outside the courthouse.
I'm not here to tell you.
I was
you
told.
have to
I'm
leave.
going to explain to you what I was just told.
Absolutely.
By that gentleman on the left right there.
Okay.
He told me as long as I'm not in the courthouse, I'm fine. And then I come over here. These signs say this right here, right? Is that correct? I can't go down there. That's trooper parking. Well, parking. Technically, I can go down there by law, but I'm not going to go down there because I'm not trying to start no.
Yeah, that's
But
probably good.
this over here,
So
is there any reason for me not to be over here? Exactly. Thank you very much. Why don't you go tell that tyrant right there to do his job and go back in the courthouse?
there's no reason to call names and stuff.
After the way I was just treated,
Well,
dude,
I'm not treating you that
I'm
way.
actually being calm compared to the way I was just treated. I will not be bullied.
Okay. So what
I'm
is?
a man standing here with a
Do
camera.
you mind me asking what your intent is here?
What does it look like my intent is?
I honestly have no
What
idea.
am I doing? Let's see.
Seems like you're here to rile people up and see what kind of
I didn't
reaction
say
you
nothing to nobody. I was quietly filming the outside of this building.
get.
The only interaction I had was with this gentleman. It worked out perfect. He says, as long as you're not in the courthouse, you're fine. I walked around over there. I walked around over here.
Okay.
That's it. I haven't interacted with anybody. Every time I had an interaction, I was approached.
Okay.
So how is that me looking for a confrontation?
I can't imagine any other reason to stand out here and film the courthouse, but
I'm
that's
a journalist
fine. I mean,
gathering content for a story for possible dissent.
Alright, now let's break down what's really happening beneath the surface. The justification shifts from legality to suspicion. It looks suspicious, they say. But here's the problem. Suspicion isn't a crime. It's subjective. Rights are not. The cameraman explains his purpose clearly. He's a journalist documenting a public building. That's more explanation than the law even requires. Yet still, one officer pushes back, unable to accept being questioned. This is no longer about safety. It's about control versus accountability. One side demands compliance without question. The other stands on constitutional ground. And when those two collide, the outcome depends on knowledge. The cameraman doesn't escalate, he stands firm. And that's what makes this moment so powerful. Because calm resistance backed by law is something authority can't easily override.
it's good for. Sounds good to me.
I have the First Amendment right to be here. If I can see
that's
it,
not
if
actually
I
your
can see it,
First Amendment.
actually
right?
it is the member of the press. I have the right to film and disseminate information to the public.
No.
Information on this building, information on you guys.
Hmm.
If you don't think so, you might want to look up some case law, bro.
I'm just saying. I
First
don't believe
Amendment
that falls
of
under
the
the
Alaska
First Amendment.
Constitution even says that.
But, okay. That's fine. I'm not here to argue over the amendments. I don't.
Well, he's
I'm not.
trying to
I don't think
demand
you're
my ID.
violating any.
He's trying to demand my ID, and I'm telling you that's not going to happen. You guys are going to arrest
So
me.
here's the
If
thing.
you guys, I'm
Do
just
you
going to tell you
know-
right now.
Hold
if
on,
you guys
hold
are
on.
gonna
Hey,
arrest
hey,
me,
hey.
you guys go ahead and arrest me because I'm not
Can I
leaving
talk?
until I'm done. Go ahead.
Can I talk? So, I don't see any reason to identify you right now. Okay. However,
Go
I'm
back
not-
to work, dude.
Dude, stop. Why are you talking to him?
Yeah,
Hey,
tyrant. You're
do you
dismissed.
see what you're doing? You're
Walk
trying to
the
rile
scene.
him up.
Oh, he just pissed me off.
Yeah, but you're riling him
How am I not
up.
supposed to be upset when he came out here demanding
You
my
can be
ID and everything
upset,
else?
but there's
Okay.
no reason. He's walking
Okay.
away.
Yeah, he
There's
is
no
walking
reason for you to sit out here and call him names.
That's my prerogative.
So you have to have the last
Are
word.
you his
Sounds like
boss?
you're an instigator.
No, you guys are together. I'm an instigator, huh? Yeah, so you're one of those, aren't you?
What?
You're one of those. Why don't you just go back to work, bro?
What do you think I'm doing right now?
Right now, go back to work. You're dismissed.
You are fine.
Trash.
Here's the bottom line, and it matters more than anything else you've seen so far. This situation didn't end with handcuffs because it never legally could. It ended with retreat. The officer who came in aggressive was forced to back down, corrected not by the citizen, but by his own fellow officers and the law itself. That's the real story here. When knowledge meets pressure, pressure cracks. Cameras didn't cause this situation, they revealed it. And that's why this matters. Because without documentation, this moment becomes just another claim. But with it, it becomes proof. Proof of how quickly authority can overstep, and how important it is to stand your ground when it does. Stay sharp, stay calm, and always know your rights, because that's your only real protection when things go sideways.